at that time, it was right before 9:30, and it just kept going back and forth, back and forth. 9:30 comes out. The 5-minute candle literally drops 200 points to the downside. I'm going crazy. Discord's going crazy. The Zoom call was going crazy. Yeah. Everybody was going crazy, bro.
That's wow.
And it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. 400 points again. And I was like, all right, I'm closing here. I closed. It was roughly around like $11 million. Right around that time, December 2021, SPY hit all-time highs. It was all-time highs. I think it hit like 480. It was like 480 or 479, and then it crashed from there. It went $20. It went down $20, which is a big amount in like the first 2 weeks, and everybody was going crazy. And that's when stocks started to tank. It was hard for me to make money because I only knew how to buy price. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm over here scared. And then on top of that, I ended up doing my taxes. I didn't listen to my mom. I should have. She was telling me go with somebody professional. Don't try these online little apps and stuff. But I eventually did my stuff on like an app. And then I got scammed for like 50% of my like whole account.
Man.
So down, I was roughly around like back at the 300K mark, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I can't tell my mom I got scammed because she's gonna look at me like I told you so.
Yep.
And I was just like, I was in a mess. The market, it was hard. I was starting to lose a little bit, and I was like, I gotta find something else to do because this is not gonna work. And eventually, somebody told me about trading Forex, or somebody was telling me about Forex. He told me before, he told me before, but I was like, nah, bro, that's like, I don't look legit.
Yeah.
And he was like trading off his little phone on MT4, MT5. And I was like, yeah, that don't look legit. I don't see no like because on Robinhood, you can see pretty much everything. Your bank balance, you can see transfers, deposit, withdrawal, all on one app. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was going from, let's go to this website to get back into the MT4. You got to log in this way. You got to use this to look at the charts. I was like, nah, I'm good at that. So then I eventually came back to him. I was like, all right, bro, I might try it out. So we took the weekend. I took that weekend off, and we was on a Zoom call. He was telling me, look, this is Forex. This is how, this is what this is. This is what that is. And I was like, okay, I think I might do this. And I figured out how to even get a brokerage. I can't say that. I was going to say my first brokerage. I can't be doing that. But I signed up for my first brokerage account. I was on MT5 because apparently that was the best one to trade on. So like at that time, and I put $10,000 with my stock money. I put that into an account, and I got that post on my Instagram. And from that day, you can literally see on my page growth. And I started growing my accounts. There was losing days and there was winning days.
Yeah.
And I eventually ended up making the most money I've ever made in my entire life. Yeah.
In year two.
In year two.
In year two.
In year two. I started trading Forex on January 12th, 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2022. And roughly around like April-ish, I had one of my biggest trades. And I ended up eventually getting to $1 million trading Forex. And then most people know this happened like May 4th or May 5th. I had 2K in the account. Craziest thing ever. And this is the craziest thing ever. 2K in the account. And I was trading London session, trading GDP AUD. I was trading that London session, turned that 2K into 16K. And then
in that one session.
In that one session. I was full margining. Y'all gonna be like risk level, but I only had 2K in the account. Like I just withdrawed and I had some money already saved up. So
and that's the thing I want people to realize, right? He's already made $1 million in stocks.
Yeah.
He's good. His life is good. For him to take 2,000 and put it into account and full margin it, that's like, it's like, hey, it's just 2K. Like, I'm just in here to flip 2K. This. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to see what I can do with this.
Yeah, I literally was like, let me see.
Yeah, like the ratios for 2K for him is like the equivalent of if you, like, I just want to throw this out because I just want people to just see because people like, oh, he's just another over leverager. No, it's all about ratios. So if you are a $1 million earner, 2K to you is the equivalent of a 100K earner, maybe I don't know, like $200.
$200, yeah.
You know what I mean? Would you take, if you make 6 figures a year at your job, would you take 200 and throw it into account and just see what it does? Most people would.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
It's just $200. Like,
there you go.
You know, some people will be like, well, it's not just $200. Yeah, in your predicament.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Your
so
predicament.
go ahead, continue. I just want to put that out there.
People don't understand that. They be like, bro, you just wasted 2K. No, bro. You know,
it's all about ratios. It's all about ratios.
I was trading GBP AUD, ended up getting into a good trade, making like up to 16K. And then my account was roughly at like 18, 19K. I got into NASDAQ because this was like I have a tattoo of it right here.
Oh man, baby Nas.
Yeah, baby
I see it, rocket going to the moon.
So NASDAQ was going crazy at that time for a sell trade. And I was like, bet, let me get into this sell, coming in with the profits I made from, you know, London session. Coming into that London session, or coming into the New York session, I got into some sales. I was, once again, over leveraging a little bit. And it ended up hitting like 700 points in that day. Wow. To the downside. And I went from that 19K all the way to 100K in that same day. Literally, I have the screenshots because it was the craziest. I didn't even know this thing was gonna drop 700 points. Jeez. It was the craziest trade I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, bro. So, 2K.
Yeah.
To 16 in London.
In London session.
Then by the end of New York, you're floating 6 figures?
Yes. It was the craziest thing. Closed out at I closed out at 101 and I took a break. I was like, all right, I don't know what I just did, but I'm gonna chill right now and I'm gonna see what happens. So then I took a break. So it was 6 days to get to what I'm finna tell you. It was 6 days, but it was like 6 trading days, if that makes sense. Yes. I wasn't trading 6 consecutive days. So then the next time I traded, I was like, okay, NASDAQ just made me my biggest profit I've seen so far in one day. Let me just continue to trade this. So then NASDAQ hit another downside to like 400 points to the downside. I was in that trade, went from 100 to 400. And
when them numbers start going up,
yeah, when them numbers,
it's easier to flip.
Easier. Yeah, it was way easier. Most people don't know that. Like, if you focus on building, you're going to start to see that, oh, you can have that 10K day. You can have that 20K. Or not even something crazy. It can be like, oh, I can have that 1K day now. Like, some people be like, oh, let me turn my $500 into like 5K in one day. Yeah. But if you built that account, you can literally just have a 5K day.
Yeah.
If you just built that account up, throw some money in it every time you get paid or something, save, like use that sort of as your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Keep throwing some money to the side. You don't have to trade it. Just keep throwing money. Look back at it 2-3 months down the line. You might have like a $2,000-$3,000 account. Yeah. You can trade that. Now you can make $200 every other day. And then you can consistently build like that. That's how I used to do it when I traded stocks too. That was the money management part of it. Like, as long as I wasn't losing money, you're gonna lose, but as long as I wasn't using my capital and losing it, I was gonna win overall because I kept putting money into the side, and eventually I was able to do $200 and be happy with that. Yeah. And then it kept going, being consistent, do that for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and then you'll have your big day. Like, that's how it works. Like, most people don't know that. You see all these traders, they have their big days. That's because they're probably going through a situation where they're making like 5K, 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 4K, 3K, 5K. And then one day something happens and then they boom, 10K day. Yeah. Boom, 10K, 10K.
You know what I call that?
10K.
Playing the game.
Yeah.
You know, they're waiting for the move, but there are so many, oh, okay, it's not ready yet. Oh, I'm in. Oh, okay, it's not ready yet. Okay, let me take a little bit of profit. So you're playing the game waiting for the move.
Yeah. I eventually getting up to 400K. Next, the third day of trading it, the same account, trading that same account, the third day, I eventually got to 800. 800 went to 1 million, and I stopped there. I was like, all right, this is coming. It was the fourth day when I hit the million. The third day, I hit 800K, so that was another double. That was another flip, and I was like, all right, I'm chilling, I'm calm. I had a Discord chat at the time. They was going crazy. I was doing like live streams for them so they can see like my progress or whatever and how I was doing.
I love that.
And it was crazy. It was the craziest thing ever. And everybody was like, bro, you got to risk it all. I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. I had $1 million. I'm literally up crazy percentage, whatever percentage that would be, like 99.9%.
Yeah. Some long decimal number. You know what I mean?
So I was like, at this time, I was really good at the NASDAQ. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just keep trading. I don't know what's going to happen. I believe CPI was going to come out that same day. CPI came out. It didn't move, but I was like, okay, 930, it might go down. I was using like this resistance level at the time for another sell. This was around the time like price was really dropping around this time. And like April, May, June of 2022, it was really dropping around that time. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna end up getting into this sell, see when it happens. At 9:22, my account screen was like going from red to blue, red to blue, red to blue. And I'm talking about the margin. So, you know, you can see margin right there. I literally kept seeing it go red to gray, red to gray, red to gray, because that means like you're out of margin, you're in margin. And I was literally down like, over like 100K on like a position alone.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, bro. If it hits, because I had like a 20-point stop loss at that time, and it kept going to like 10 points, 15 a little bit, and it'll come back down. And it was like at this time, I also taught myself that trading before 9:30 isn't the best and smartest idea because things are volatile at that time, and I'm gonna get into that as well. Like the stock market opens from 9:30 to 4 p.m. So, but anyways, at that time it was right before 9:30. And it just kept going back and forth, back and forth. 9:30 comes out. The 5-minute candle literally drops 200 points to the downside. I'm going crazy. Discord's going crazy. The Zoom call was going crazy. Everybody was going crazy, bro.
Wow.
And it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. 400 points again. And I was like, all right, I'm closing here. I closed. It was roughly around like $11 million. And I was like, I closed. I posted it.
Look at my face. Like
I posted it on Instagram, and I was like, bet. I posted it on Instagram. The freaking that picture went freaking viral, and then I posted a withdrawal right after that too as well, like a screenshot of the withdrawal. Yeah. And I was like, I put the middle finger up because I was like, yeah, everybody else. Yeah. And it was the craziest thing. And after that, that's when I got into asset management. And I kind of stopped trading after that.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of stopped trading alone after that.
Okay. So
because that was your original question.
Yeah, that was my original question. But, bro,